Michael, you were pretty diplomatic in there with Big John, but now that you've had a half hour or so to think about it, are you going to ask for a rematch straight away on this thing?
Hey man, I'm the fighter. The promoters will promote. I mean, I think you're gonna see an overwhelming majority of the people that are gonna want to see a rematch. I think Bellator is probably gonna want to see a rematch. Of course, I want the rematch. Whether you're in the camp that you think it was an early stoppage or not. I'm not gonna sit up here and rant and rave about all of that. You could have had 10,000 different refs in there and had it go 10,000 different ways, or on the other side. So, for me, I'm just going to we're gonna get back. I mean, I'm surrounded by the best people in the entire world, and we're gonna get back. We're gonna lick our wounds. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. The sun's still gonna rise in the morning, and I'm still gonna praise him, and life is gonna be good. And Patricio Pitbull will step back in the cage with me. It just depends on when.
Obviously, the bad blood was there, and he was celebrating pretty hard immediately afterwards, but then he did come over to you, put his hand around your neck, and I just wondered what maybe he said to you and what that moment was like,
I,
the history with you guys.
and that's one thing too, and this is one of those moments whether I've said what I've said about him or not, or he said what he has said about me. The goodness of the human spirit was also shown in that moment. He came over, ticked off, ready to spit, cuss, point, ready to really kind of get after it. And then all of a sudden, you saw it hit him, and he came in more like a sportsman. It almost was as if, and Patricky was screaming more than anybody, like his brother even before the fight. But then, so he came in hot, like he was about to say something like "I told you so" type of in your face type of thing. And the human spirit took over right there, and he actually came up and said congrats, which is much easier to do when you win. So I've done it 1,000 times.
Did that
So
surprise you that he acted like that?
um, no, man. I mean, like I said, yeah. Do I dislike the guy in a lot of senses? Absolutely. But this is a fight, and it's like I said. This is a game of inches, a game of chance. I've had numerous fights where a lot of people thought it could have been an early, there was an early stoppage. It happens. These fights happen, and we were on our way to probably giving Bellator one of the greatest fights in Bellator history. And I was about to get up, and I was about to rally, and I was about to come back, and I was about to put the pressure on him, just like I do in every single one of my fights. I just didn't get that opportunity, and Bellator feels it. They would have wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. Patricia Pitbull obviously didn't want to see it, but we'll see what happens next.
Did the referee say anything to you at all? 'Cause I saw you guys kind of look at each other for a
No,
second.
he stuck his head in the sand and ran. I mean, it's as I heard him. And of course his job is to tell the fighter that they were out when they were out. Just to cover his bases. And as I looked at him, just like my teammate Robbie Lawler did a couple weeks ago, looked at her, and Herb Dean, greatest referee in the entire world. And these kinds of things happen. But I looked at him as I was getting up, as I was, it is unfortunate, but this is the fight game.
Can you walk us through that sequence when he knocked you down with the right hand and then the left hand? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, I threw a jab, off the center line jab, and he was able to come over top, hit me in the back of the head, put me to my butt. As you can see, I was completely fine there, and then kind of rolled over. I had my hands here. I mean, maybe it's my fault for not wrestling fast enough, but a lot of times I put myself in positions. You call it a shrimp, call it shelling up, call it what you want. I know I've been on the other side of that and thrown 1,000 punches against a Benson Henderson or a guy who is extremely durable. I punch myself out, and before you know it, he's huffing and puffing, and I can come back. It's kind of what I was doing. Little game of possum, little game of whatever. Did I get hit? Absolutely. But was I out? Absolutely not. So it's one of those things where we enjoy the fight game, and we love it for its blessings, and we love it for its curses as well.
Given these circumstances, you seem to be taking this loss pretty well. You're smiling, you're laughing a bit. Can you talk about why that's the case?
I've always said, and it sounds so cliche, but this sport does not define me. This sport is not who I am. I am not a mixed martial arts fighter. That's 10 rungs on the down on the totem pole. I want to be a great father. I want to be a great husband. I want to be a great man. And I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and my son's gonna look at me like the greatest fighter in the world. And it doesn't matter that his dad got, lost a fight. It does, that stuff does not matter. It's not going to matter to him. Of course, does it matter for my legacy? Does it matter for my world rankings? Do me and my closest of friends and Ken and management, we're sitting back and the what ifs and this, that, and the other, of course. But you cannot have great comeback stories without setbacks like this. I mean, I haven't lost a legitimate fight aside from the injury with Brent Primus. So I was going on 5 years without losing. This is my career. I've lost before. I've come back from losses before. I will not make the same mistakes I did after my first loss back when I lost to Eddie and the subsequent 2 losses after that when I lost it mentally. I'm now going to come back hungrier, a more mature, more spiritually sound, more mentally sound, more physically sound man. And if it's Patricio Pitbull that I step into the cage with next, it's going to be a good night.
Was your son in attendance?
He wasn't. No, he's a little baby, man. He was sleeping about 3 hours ago. But honestly, I think that's one of the hard things too, because I would love for him to be there, but I don't want to put that on my wife either. Like she's watching her husband in a cage fight another man who wants to rip his head off, yet she has to worry about the kid, So we'll see. We're going to navigate that over the next couple fights and years, and we'll see what happens.
I guess the plan now is to take a bit of time off and sort of reevaluate when you want to get back in there.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've got the best management in the entire world. Dave Martin, Randall Allman, these guys love me. They love me for me. They want to see what is best for me. So we're gonna see what's best for me as a human being, as a man. We're gonna see what happens. I think we're gonna look for a rematch right away. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm gonna take a little bit of time off. I'm gonna enjoy my family, enjoy the fruits of my hard work. Yes, did I get the win tonight? No, but I still worked extremely hard and have spent time away from the family that loves me dearly, and I need to give back to them.
Any chance we see you in the featherweight tournament?
Man, I would love to be able to say that I can make 145, but it's that's not in the cards, man. 155 I'm making easily because of 12 weeks of discipline. So I'd need to shrink and lose about actually like 17.4 pounds of muscle. I've already done all the calculations and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to do that. I will be a smaller, too small.
Would you like to, obviously, I think someone was explaining earlier, it's 90 days mandatory for sparring.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was a knockout or not, I suppose you can debate with the medical people.
Yeah, that was interesting too. They ruled it a knockout, which is
Yeah, so it may be, you may be able to get that rescinded or whatever if you appeal or whatever. So, would you like to rematch in August then, as soon as possible, if you're going to get the rematch?
No. I mean, I don't. We'll see. We'll see what the timeline is. What is it, May? So June, July, August. No, I mean, I'm not gonna act like I didn't get hit tonight. I got hit. Should the fight have been stopped? Absolutely not. But I'm a smart enough man to realize that I got to take care of myself because, like I said, number one goal is father, husband, man. And if I can't be those things down the line, this sport's a bunch of it's a big dog and pony show compared to what's really important in life. So I got to take care of myself, make sure I'm good. I just chugged 2 cover 3 brain supplements back there. So take care of the body, and we'll see what's next.
Do you foresee the bad blood between you and the Pitbull brothers coming to an end now?
No. I mean, probably not. I mean, here's what I will say. If the roles were reversed tonight and I would have done this to him, the bad blood would have shot through the roof because he would have said, I want the rematch. It was stopped too soon, blah, 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 blah. I'm not that man. I want the rematch. I want the belt back. I've been the champion here now the majority of my career, the only 3-time Bellator champion. Now I just get an opportunity to be the 4-time Bellator champion. Well, let's run it back. Let's grab that belt back, and let's see what happens in the future.
Michael, there's an argument that at the highest level, 2 champions fighting each other, that a referee should hesitate more to step in for a TKO. Do you share that view?
Yeah. I think, yeah. Well, especially given it's hard because, yes, you have to. This is a sport in which we have to save ourselves from ourselves. Referees are put in there to save ourselves, save the fighters from themselves. So it's a little bit unfair for me to say, you know, hey, if I have so much confidence in my heart that I could be completely out and I'm going to come back and I'm still believing that I'm going to come and win the fight, no matter who it is. So yes, I'm in that camp. I think the referee, and we won't even talk about the referee. I didn't know who the referee was. I know I saw Mike Beltran out there, phenomenal referee. I saw a couple other very experienced guys, you know, but I had never heard of this ref or seen this ref. But it's one of those things. We got to keep going.
He's very experienced on a local level. He's a Chicago rep.
Good local level. It's good.
If Patricio vacates the belt, would you be disappointed at all if you fight for the belt again and it's not him?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess he could just vacate and run back down and not have to fight me, which that could possibly happen. But I mean, really, I mean, it's about, yes, of course, it's about avenging the loss, but I will not lose. I'm not going to lose sleep over Patricio Pitbull. I know that doesn't sound like realistic, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to lose sleep over this fight. I'm not going to, you know, of course I wanted to win, but you know, we'll see what happens if he vacates and he bounces out. We'll see what's next. If Bellator puts me in the number one contender spot or they have me in the title fight, we'll see.
So the belt is more important?
Just winning my next fight's the most important, honestly. You know, and that's what I've kind of touched on in the past too. It's what I've realized now over the last, you know, I've been fighting for almost 10 years now, just to be fighting at this level, just to be competing at this level, just to look down on my body and not have replacements and PRPs and stem cells and all these kind of like crazy things. Like my body is held up extremely well, and I'm not a bionic knees or any of that kind of stuff. And just to be competing at this level and still performing at a high level, I still truly believe I was the best fighter I've ever been tonight stepping into that cage. I just got, you know, a set of circumstances that ensued. Every single opportunity to step into a cage is awesome now. So.
How much has your approach to losing the title, to how you deal with that, how you move forward, how much has your approach to all of this changed since the first time?
I think the biggest thing is remembering exactly who you are. The problem I made when I lost that first fight, I went from 12-0 with, you know, 10 finishes, 9 in the first round, to losing a fight, and all of a sudden I told myself that I wasn't that good. I'm still just as good right now, having lost this fight, the moment I stepped into the cage tonight, and I will continue to get better. Continuing to realize it's just a maturation process, that when we have these setbacks in life, these setbacks are necessary so we can keep on failing forward, so we can keep on having these you know, these failures, and keep having, whether it's on a big stage like this or whether it's within your community, whether it's within your organization, whether it's within your family, we all have these setbacks, and the way that we respond to these setbacks instead of just reacting to them. If we respond in a positive manner, in a way that we can continue to move forward, life is good. And I will continue to move forward from this, and you're going to see the best Michael Chandler moving forward. Appreciate y'all.